I have not done a sit down chit chat video in so long, but here we go. 2025 is the year that we are taking chances. We are being cringe. We are showing up in the ways we want to show up. So let's do this. In 2024, I completely changed my life. I went from this to this, which is a 50-pound weight loss. And on top of that, it's literally transformed my entire life. I feel happier, I feel healthier, my clothes fit better, I'm less irritable, showing up completely different, my confidence has improved, I just feel stronger. There's just been so many benefits to the changes that I experienced with my health and fitness in 2024. And I wanna talk to you about the ways in which I was able to do this as a mom who was working full-time, because I've seen a lot of transformational videos and content around that here on YouTube, but a lot of them didn't really align with me because a lot of the transformations I was seeing, they were single women in their early 20s or mid 20s who just have all this time and dedication to pouring into their glow up era. And as a mom who's working full time, who has a kid that I take care of full time, it just felt impossible for me to glow up in the same way that these other women were. I've broken this up into 4 categories that I made changes to over 2024. So we're gonna start with category number 1, which is my mindset shifts. I used to have an all or nothing mindset. This meant that if I wasn't able to give 100% in every area of my life, I just wouldn't do it at all. So for 5 years of being a mom, I was literally getting stuck in this start and stop vicious cycle because I was like, if I can't give 100% to my workouts, to my fitness, to my nutrition, then I'm not gonna do it at all. And one of the biggest things that actually helped me lose the weight in 2024 was deciding to dive into a something is better than nothing mindset and completely get rid of my all or nothing mindset. As busy AF moms, we're already spread so thin in all of our commitments and all the things that we have responsibility for that we sometimes cannot show up at 100%, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't show up at all. So I got rid of this all or nothing mindset, replaced it with a something is better than nothing mindset. And with this mindset, it allowed me to show up for myself every single day, even when it was only a 1% effort. If you find that you're stuck in this mindset of you have to go all in, balls to the wall in order to achieve your goals, try shifting that to a something is better than nothing. So instead of saying something like every single day, I'm gonna work out in the gym for 60 minutes no matter what, change that to every single day I'm going to move my body, whatever that looks like, whatever I have the energy and space to do. And then give yourself permission to be proud of yourself, even if that's literally 5 minutes of movement. Because one of the biggest things I learned was that consistent action every single day, even if it's 1% effort, will eventually get you the results that you are aiming for in a way that is more sustainable than showing up at 100% for 30 days and then falling off the wagon, right? If you think about it, 1%, 1%, 1% every day adds up to, I don't know how many days there are in the year, but 365% at the end of the year, right? So that's 365% better at the end of the year because you showed up every single day giving even just 1%. Second mindset shift that I made was focusing on the benefits rather than the destination or the results. For me, as aesthetics was just not enough to keep me motivated and to keep me actually sticking to my goals. Because honestly, if I was relying solely on what I looked like, there were a million reasons as to why I wasn't gonna actually do the workout or make the changes that I needed to make to feel healthier and better because I was already exhausted, already drained. I already felt like I didn't have the energy to do it. And what I looked like was just not enough motivation. So instead of focusing on that, I shifted to start focusing on the benefits that I was getting from changing my lifestyle and from working out. So for example, when I started working out, I had more energy. I was able to sleep better at night. I was able to keep up with my kid better, walk up the stairs without getting winded. Things that were really, really hard for me for the last 5 years started to become a lot easier. And being a mom was becoming easier because I had the energy and the capabilities to physically keep up with a rambunctious 5-year-old boy. So focusing on the benefits of what working out and making these changes was gonna do, rather than focusing on where I was trying to get, kept me motivated and kept me sticking to my workout even when I didn't feel like doing it. This also ties into my third mindset shift, which was to stop relying on motivation to actually get me to do the workouts, because I would always say, well, I'm not motivated enough. I don't feel motivated today. I'm not gonna do it. And just started focusing on just taking action and being disciplined enough to take that that action, even though I don't feel motivated enough to do it. Because motivation is fleeting and it's something that comes and goes like that, right? So when I started focusing on just getting it done, taking the small action steps rather than whether or not I felt like it, that was when I was really able to start sticking to my goals. Because to be honest, I almost never really felt like working out, especially when it was the end of a long day and I had just done all the things that I had to do. It was very rare that I actually felt like working out. So rid of relying on motivation and more so relying on my why and on the discipline to actually do what needed to be done. My second category is habit stacking. This was a huge one for me. So I know we're at the beginning of a new year when this is going live, and everyone is in that new year, new me mindset and we always tend to fall off because we try to do too much too quickly and it's not sustainable. So in 2024, I implemented habit stacking, and this is what really allowed me to transform and change my life. So what habit stacking is taking a small habit that aligns with the result that you want to achieve, and then slowly stacking new habits onto that habit once this one has been solidified into your routine and has become a non-negotiable. Till 90 days from now, you don't recognize who you are. So instead of trying to make massive, huge changes all at once, you're gonna start with small, tiny changes and then stack onto those as you solidify one, the next. For me, what this looked like was I wanted to start moving my body again at the beginning of 2024. So in January, my goal was to move my body every single day for a minimum of 10 minutes. Stuck to this one habit for 30 days. After the 30 days, this was literally ingrained in me. I could not go a day without moving my body. Then the next 30 days, I increased that from 10 minutes to 15 to 20 minutes. And for that 30 days, I focused on increasing my movement to 15 to 20 minutes every day for 30 days. And at the end of those 30 days, so we're at 60 days now, that was solidified into my routine. For the next 30 days, I increased my movement Monday through Friday to 30 minutes. And because I had started so small at 10 minutes of movement and I had slowly worked my way up, when I got to the point that I was working out Monday through Friday for 30 minutes a day, it was a non-brainer. My body was used to it. My body craved it. My mind knew it was coming. Making this small change over time really did allow me to implement long-lasting changes. So this is a perfect segue into category 3, which is nutrition, the changes that I made nutrition-wise to help me lose the weight. So like I said, for the first quarter of 2024, I really just focused on movement, and I did lose weight during that time because I hadn't been moving at all before. So implementing movement into my routine did help me lose the weight. But I was not on this journey just to lose weight. I also wanted to feel better, feel more energized, and just be healthy overall. In quarter 2, my focus was nutrition. I don't have time to meal prep. I don't have the energy to do that. And I'm just not organized enough. Like, if I'm gonna be completely candid, I am things super, super simple. I'm not over here overcomplicating things, trying new recipes every single day. I'm keeping it simple. I want to eliminate as much brain effort out of this process as possible. So I've found a staple of 3 to 4 recipes that I like for dinner, lunch, and breakfast. And I pretty much rotate around those few recipes. This makes it so easy when it comes to grocery shopping, when it comes to cooking, when it comes to being in the kitchen. Like, I'm in and out of the kitchen most days within 20 to 30 minutes because I've been cooking the same thing. They're delicious. Like, the recipes that I pick are delicious. I love them. All my recipes, I use like the plate method. Make sure there is a lot of really great, healthy, delicious is key, protein. Then I have veggies, and then I have carbs, healthy carbs, and then I have healthy fats. And that's pretty much how I stack my plate. I make sure there's a part of each food group on my plate. If you're just trying to get started and you just need to get it done and you're busy and you don't have time to do all these things, just keep it simple. Protein, carbs, healthy fats, veggies, and fruits. And then the last thing that I did when it came to my nutrition was really focus on mindful eating. So I realized that I was eating a lot out of like loneliness or boredom or like emotional eating, and really started paying attention to like, why was I eating? So every time I would go reach for a snack or whatever, I'd be like, am I actually hungry right now, or am I just bored? And making sure it was because I was actually hungry. And then also slowing down when I was eating, because I can eat really quick, okay? And so like this year I really tried to slow down while I was eating to give my mind and body time to process whether or not I was still hungry at the end of a meal. And then the last category 4, is fitness, the changes that I made when it came to fitness. I've kind of already touched on this, so I'm just gonna talk about the bigger changes that I made outside of the ones I've already touched on. At-home workouts. This literally changed the game for me. I was constantly trying to get to the gym, trying to get to fitness classes, and I would be so disappointed in myself. I'd feel so defeated when I wouldn't actually make it to the classes because getting to the classes felt like such an obstacle or hurdle. When I said, why am I like stressing myself to do this? I could just do this at home with minimal equipment and still achieve the same results that I was looking for. That literally opened the door for me because working out at home is so much easier. It's so much less time consuming. Also opens up that like if the day ends up being so chaotic and I'm not able to fit a workout in during the day, I can still get my workout in after my son goes to bed because I do all my workouts at home. So I lost all 50 pounds from the comfort of my home, which is insane and honestly game changing. And the last thing with fitness was I just prioritized movement. So at the end of the day, I just want to make sure that I've moved my body even just for a little bit, just so I can constantly be working towards my goals. Drop a comment below if you are currently on a weight loss journey, if you are a busy AF mom trying to make these lifestyle changes. Drop a comment below, let's connect. I'm happy to talk to you, happy to support you, happy to answer any questions that you have about, making these lifestyle changes in this current season of life that you are in. And like I said at the beginning of this video, if I was able to do it, you absolutely can too. Don't forget to subscribe. I post workout videos here on my channel as well as sit down chit chat videos like this going forward. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.